Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. And once again, that's the 4-hour chart. We're starting to see some small green candles show up. Maybe this is the beginning of something much bigger. But either way, I'm still very optimistic and excited around XRP right now because it's nothing but good news for this cryptocurrency. I'm just waiting for that massive news that sends XRP skyrocketing. I still think that is coming. An XRP supporter, Mr. Huber, claims there's a major demand for XRP. According to Huber, between $1 to $4 billion worth of XRP is demanded every day. Huber noted that demand for XRP grew by 800% more than what Ripple could offer. And I know the demand is going up on XRP, and it's going to continue to go up. And you know, wait until everybody FOMOs in on XRP once we break $1, because that is going to happen as well. But one thing that he pointed out here is it shows the strength of XRP. So to supplement his point, Huber noted that during the 80% growth in XRP's price, there were no funds, ETFs, or any other investment vehicle for the digital token in the United States. He also clarified there were no incentives, yield, or staking rewards for holding and not selling XRP, meaning it will run on its own merit, its own utility, its own real-world use case. And that's what I was always saying. You know, you don't have to hype up XRP at all. You don't need some influencer to come out and talk about it. XRP will run on its own use case. And, you know, people still don't seem to understand that. It's like when you talk about Doge, everybody's like, oh, I wish Elon Musk would talk about Doge again and pump the price. You don't see that for XRP. And the people that are still holding XRP, they hold it because they know of that use case. They know how important XRP is to the new financial system. And they know it's going to make them rich at some point in the near future. Ripple partner Volante to take FedNow cross-border after regulation. XRP to $1. Now, everybody, when they talk about FedNow, they say, well, it's just domestic payments. It doesn't mean that Ripple or XRP is going to be utilized in any way. But if you listen to David Schwartz, he said they already mastered domestic payments. They were working on the much bigger problem of cross-border payments, and that's going to come later. And I think it's going to come sooner than anyone even thinks. I think it's going to happen before 2025, but I'll talk more about that in a minute. Note, this is not the first time that a Ripple partner has joined the Fed for the FedNow payments development. The FedNow has been actively developed by Ripple partners ACI Worldwide, Volante Technologies, and Finastra. The system piloting phase was completed thanks to Volante Technologies, the partner with the most experience in cloud payments, to assist banks in adjusting to the new network. The two groups evaluated the send, receive, and bank-to-bank transfer functionalities. Remember a couple years ago, people would say XRP is going to be tied to FedNow. Well, they said it would be tied to the Fed back then, and people said, you're wrong. XRP is never going to be tied in there. Well, here we are now in 2023, and 3 of Ripple's partners are tied to the Fed. I said it all along. Ripple was working with the Fed behind the scenes for a long time now. And, you know, every time somebody thinks that we're conspiracy theorists or something is a conspiracy theory, it's little by little becoming facts, especially around XRP. So FedWire, ISO 222, educational opportunities. Federal Reserve banks will help ensure everyone involved in preparing for the FedWire Fund Service ISO 222 single day implementation on March 10, 2025 is well prepared. Now, 2025 was when everybody said that's when we're going to see the real value happen, the real price action happen. But I think it's going to happen sooner because now we see the BRICS amping things up, Russia amping things up, speeding things up. And I think that all the other countries are going to have no choice but to speed up with them. In other words, they don't want to be left behind. I said it before, when Russia announced the CBDC back last year, it changed the timeline then. And I think BRICS is going to continue to change the timeline for the Fed going cross-border. I think it's going to happen probably at some time in 2024. Fed is back with its interest rate increases. So, the Federal Reserve opted to resume increasing interest rates Wednesday after a one-time pause in June. Economic activity has been expanding at a moderate pace. The central bank wrote in its Federal Open Markets Committee statement, citing job gains and a sustained low unemployment rate. Plus, U.S. banks have proven to be sound and resilient, the statement added. So let's look at unemployment first. If people aren't working 2 and 3 jobs just to make ends meet, unemployment would be much higher. And I still think it's much higher than any number that the Fed's going to give you. Because they come out with these numbers because they could sell it to the public. And it's like an acceptable number, but it's not a true number. And as far as the banks being sound and resilient, wow, that's way off in my opinion. I still think we're going to see more bank consolidations happen. Plus there's this. Basel III starts on the 27th. If banks don't have one-to-one funds, they will be shut down. Could this be the whole financial collapse? Now that happens today. And again, they talked about this in the past. So I'm not sure if this is going to start or not, because I think it was supposed to start last year and back in 2021 as well. Who knows? Maybe this is the year. We'll all find out very soon. Ripple's top executive drops major update on joint project with Montenegro. So the latest progress on the project was marked by a 2-day visit of Ripple experts to Montenegro on July 25th to 26th this month. During their visit, the experts conducted 2 educational workshops focusing on tokenization and the Web3 economy. The main objective of these workshops was to equip participants with the knowledge and skills necessary to understand blockchain technology and explore the vast possibilities it offers. You know why they're pushing for tokenization? Because that's the next big thing, as well as Web3. That's going to continue to grow out and expand as well. But once again, Ripple expanding even more. Motorcycle maker Ducati launches NFTs on the XRP ledger. So Ducati is set to release its first ever digital collectible on the XRP ledger, comprising an animated sequence of Ducati logos featured on motorcycle fuel tanks since 1946. In an industry first, renowned motorcycle maker Ducati has disclosed plans to debut its inaugural digital collectible utilizing the infrastructure of the XRP ledger. And you know, that just adds more value over time, project after project coming to the XRP ledger. SEC appeal will strengthen and uphold judge's decision, Ripple legal counsel says. So recall that the SEC hinted at a potential appeal to Judge Torres' decision about a week after she ruled that XRP constitutes security when sold to institutional clients, not the general public or in secondary markets. The regulator asked a federal judge to ignore key parts of the XRP ruling in another filing against Terraform Labs and its former CEO Do Kwon. The SEC requested that the court not follow the verdict on XRP secondary market sales as it was wrongly decided and was contemplating other avenues for more review. Alderati said Ripple will not be frightened by the SEC's appeal, as the move will not only affirm Judge Torres' decision, but may even amplify it to a greater extent. That's why I said everybody right now is footing around XRP. Oh, they're going to appeal. You're going to be tied up in this case, for the next 2-3 years. Listen, Alderati and Johnny Dean both said it would take years. And by then, XRP is going to be skyrocketing. And who knows, maybe at some point, Congress will finally get their act together and pass some sort of bill for regulations and a clear path forward for crypto. A lot can happen between now and an appeal actually happening. And nobody's even sure that that appeal's going to come. There's no fact around it yet. It's all speculation still. Ripple ruling and the crypto ETFs drove a lot of urgency among lawmakers, reportedly says Coinbase CEO. And that's how big that case actually was. It made Congress, speed everything up as well. So Representative Patrick McHenry is very much committed to getting legislation, said Armstrong. Maxine Waters is looking at it deeply, as far as I can tell. I think the Ripple case has drove a lot of urgency. Same with these Bitcoin ETF filings that we've been seeing recently from BlackRock, Fidelity, and major financial services firms. You know what's happening? Technology is outpacing the government. And now the government has to speed things up to get laws put in place before technology passes us by, before innovation leaves the U.S. behind. That's what I think's going on. And the Ripple case actually made a difference in that, because that changed everything. That's how game-changing that actually was. Senators proposed bill to ban President and Congress from stock trading. Now, let me tell you something, okay? They are not going to pass this bill. I'm going to tell you right now, until we get a blow-off top in the stock market. We're going to see the stock market really start to take off. And as we're getting closer and closer to the top, all of a sudden this bill will be passed. And that'll be the reason for all these politicians to pull their money out of the stock market. Wait and see. Top World Economic Forum official says dangerous conspiracy theorists must be eliminated. A top World Economic Forum official has called for so-called conspiracy theorists to be banned from accessing the internet due to their dangerous belief that the global cabal of elites control the world. Now, how many of you honestly do you believe that the elites control the world? Because I believe that they already infiltrated our governments all around the world, and they're controlling everything from behind the scenes. That's what I see going on. In fact, let me know if you want me to do another video on the Great Reset and the World Economic Forum. I will put something together. I haven't done one in a while, and I think we need to have one soon, because I like to wake people up around what's really going on in the world. But we invest with the elites of the world when we invest in these cryptocurrencies, these utility-driven cryptocurrencies, especially XRP, because, the World Economic Forum is pushing for cashless society and CBDCs. Well, what's going to move the money in between those CBDCs? XRP. Many currencies, one bridge. Never forget that. That's how big XRP actually is. It's going to move all that money. And as it does, it's going to make me and you rich at the same time. But this is our once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The good thing is, we all had that vision, and we were smart enough to invest in XRP, even though most people told us we were crazy for buying crypto to begin with. But we weren't the crazy ones, and everything that was ever conspiracy theory is now little by little becoming fact. And one day when XRP takes off and skyrockets, you'll be able to show all those naysayers your phone and show them how much your XRP is worth. Because that time is definitely coming. All the groundwork, all the pieces of the puzzle are getting put together, and all roads lead back to XRP. And I've said that in countless videos because I've been watching this massive network form over the past year, over a year now. And it's been forming little by little, and I kept pointing it out in video after video. And now we're at the point where everything is coming together perfectly. That's how I know XRP is absolutely going to skyrocket at some point. And you know, anybody who doesn't see what's coming or doesn't believe, you know, they don't believe that utility can really push the price of these cryptocurrencies. They're sadly mistaken, because I no longer look at market cap in previous cycles. I look at that utility. I look at that use case, and I know I'm holding the greatest cryptocurrency of all time. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.